Hey calisthenics community, it's Artem here, and today we're going to talk about proper warm-up. We're going to use nothing instead of our body and this playground. So let's get started and see the main principles of proper warming up for calisthenics. The first and the main principle I get used to follow is that you have to start your training from the middle line of your body and spread the burden to the sides. It depends on your lymph system and lymph nodes. So the main lymph nodes are closer to your middle line of your body, and then the further from the middle line, the smallest. In calisthenics, we get used to work on our upper body. That's why we're gonna start from our chest, following the first main principle of warming up, and our middle of upper back with scapular motion and so on. That's why we're gonna do just regular shrugging in that hang position, or scapular pull up, like we also call it, like that. So try to make as high as you can, lift up your body as high as you can, and make more and more amplitude every time. You even can arch your body, opening your chest. This also will be really nice for your sternum and your chest muscle to just a little bit stretch them before regular work. So we worked in the regular dead hang, now we're gonna work in Australia dead hang doing the same. So here you will move burden from depressing of your scapulas and moving in this direction in vertical position to horizontal to retraction. So lie down, arms a little bit wider than shoulder sweep. Then you start this retraction and protraction, just switching on one on other. Try to reach as high position as possible while retraction, and as slow as possible in protraction to make more range of movement. The same kind of exercise you can use for our pushing power, just doing planche shrugs and deep shrugs as well. We're not gonna use them because we have something better. If you are interested in proper warm-up, probably you're also interested in good and proper technique of training. So we have a nice basic course which is always updatable. Down there in link in description you can find everything, also feedbacks and all the full information, so no more words, will save your time. Before starting with the next exercise, I want to tell you about next main principle, in my opinion, I get used to follow, and this is more range of movement, more amplitude and less burden in your warming up. What does it mean? For example, I will show you on regular pull-ups, wide pull-ups for getting your upper back in work. So we have to just place our feet on that chair and do more amplitude and decrease burden just because of your legs on the chair. You can help with that, right? So like that, reaching with your chest the bar. That's how you will work on all the upper back, included teres major, minor, trapezius, rhomboid, all the muscles in work just because of this high range of amplitude. I already said we're not gonna use regular planche shrugs and deep shrugs, and I have something better. What did I mean? I will tell you now. So we're gonna use regular pull-ups, just decline or incline, doesn't matter, with these parallels, high parallels to increase range of movement. So we're following second one principle, and I want to tell you about one more principle, and this is use as much joints as you can to get warm with all your body. So what do I mean is using our wrist, just going down every time with the push-ups, and in the same time we have this high range amplitude, second principle, and also we have not that much burden because our legs, and we don't kinda care all our weight on our arms, so we kinda follow all the principles. So let's get started. So our wrists working, don't push too much on them if you aren't ready in them. Don't unbend your elbows fully when you're in this position, because it can be really big burden on your wrists. And in the same time, drop down with your chest as much as possible to stretch it and to work in full range of movements. So in the last one exercise, of course, dips. We didn't work with the dips, so we don't work a lot on our front shoulders beam and also on our chest. We worked in the previous exercise, but it wasn't really big burden. So we're gonna use the second principle again, and we're gonna use our chair to make it easier. In the same time, we're gonna use full range of movement to make it harder and open your chest and your shoulders, which will work in full amplitude. So let's get started. No more words. Do it controlled and smooth. Try to pay attention on last motion in all the exercises and in bottom position where your all muscles stretched, which I can call the fourth principle. Try to control all your muscles while moving. Don't do it explosively. Try to control your bottom point to just kind of feel stretching of all the muscles you work with, and on top position to provide good protraction of your scapulas or depression, which we do in our dips. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like that video, as always, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to turn on the notification button. And if you like that video, probably you will like also this one and this one video you have seen here. And if you want to subscribe here, you can just push the button.